All right. Welcome again to MG Sports TV. Now, interesting news. I do think most of you guys would have already known this in regards to Dexter Lembikisa of Wolverhampton had signed pro contract with Wolverhampton, but as we all know, he's a young reggae boy. Still haven't represented us as yet, but we already know he has done his due diligence representing Jamaica, so we have already get that out of the way. Now, the reason why I'm doing this video is what is next for Dexter? That is the question. A young left back slash centre back, a young left back slash centre back who can also play right back. Is kind of universal like that. Has quite a lot of dynamics. But the reason why the question is what does it mean for Jamaica is so important is because at this moment, Jamaica football is trying their best to look to the future. That's what they're trying. But in trying to do so, what exactly is it that they are doing? Now, we all know the aspects of England. Once they see a young player who's affiliated with Jamaica, they are very much interested in recruiting that player in particular. We all know the ins and outs of how that a particular situation operates. We all know that. But that is the main reason why this video is so important. Stick around, listen out to what I have to say, people, because I want you guys to really, really consider. I will get some backlash for what I'm going to say. I will get a lot of backlash for what I'm going to say. But for sure, I do think you guys will understand where I'm coming from with that. So before we do anything, people, please do smash that like button. Hit that subscribe button if you're here for the first time. And also, please don't forget our sponsors, SAP Sports. Please do check them out on IG and also their office at 130th Myriad Avenue, Denby, Mapen. Also, you can find them on Instagram at SAP Sports 4. Now, first of all, hopefully you guys are doing good. And I wish you guys a new year. Well, kind of far now in a new year. We get all of you get old. So hopefully all of you guys are doing quite good. Now let's get to the meat of the matter. Mark Chambers, big up Unseen, massive respect. Hopefully you guys are doing good. The meat of the matter, people. Let's get to the meat of the matter. Let me see if I can bring up the screen. Let me see. Okay. Let's first. I'm gonna first have a look into the details of his contract. We're gonna have a look at the details of his contract, people. That's the first thing we're gonna do. All right. So let me get this out of the way. Okay, so let me know if you guys are seeing this good. I have a lot of things popping up on the screen. I need to get it sorted out. Need to get that sorted out. A lot of things popping up on the screen, people. I do think most of you guys would have already known the details, but let me just run a refresher. And it's important that I do this, people. It's really important that I do this. I think it's important. So let me run the refresher now, people. Dexter Lembikisa have been rewarded for his impressive full Wolves debut at Anfield with a new 3.5-year deal. Now, the 19-year-old right back, left back, as I said, multifaceted. The 19-year-old right back was selected for first in the start by exactly because when he actually came to play left back for us, one of the players to play left back for us as well. So that he can play right back, left back, and centre back. So that he has a wide variety of skill set. The 19-year-old came. Let me continue. Yeah, good. Right back was selected for a first senior start by Julian Lepotigue in Saturday night's controversial 2-2 FA Cup third round draw at Liverpool. The Jamaica Youth International Lembikisa earned plaudits for an impressive performance against a strong red side, and the academic graduate has now penned fresh terms. The new contract also has the option of an extra year in the club's favor. Now, Gloucester-born Lembikisa, who joined Wolves at age 13, so is an academy product. I think I would say academy as well. Has impressed head coach Lopetegui and is well thought by staff at Molinex. He made his first team debut against Leeds in the EFL Cup in November and came on as a substitute against Arsenal in the Premier League. So at 19, you can see coming EFL Cup, FA Cup, and also Premier League debut. He has been hailed an example to other youngsters at the club's academy by sporting director Matt Hobbs. This is what Matt Hobbs had to say about Dexter. Dexter is a real role model as a player and person, and the rest of the boys coming through can look up to. He's shown that even if you're not one of the superstars within your age group, that doesn't matter. So it goes to show that people, there are late bloomers and also early bloomers. Let's continue. If you come in every day with the right work ethic and the right attitude, then this is what's possible. This contract shows the faith we have in him, but it's also a reward. Contracts are not something that we give away. We are a football club who like to bring players through, and guys have done a great job in developing the academy over the last few years. So it's another testament to their work. We have got long-term plans for him, and he now has a real opportunity. He's a part of the first team group, but due to the type of player he is, he could stay, learn, and develop under the coaching team, or has all the attributes to go and have a successful loan for the remainder of the season. So let's see how the win. So that means that there's a potential loan move for Lembikisa people. There's a potential loan move for him people. There is a potential loan move for him, and that's interesting. Now, let me move away from that. Let me move away from that. So we've covered the aspect of the loan, letting people understand what is happening. Read the loan, but what we want to discuss is, what does all of this mean for Jamaica? What does it mean? What does it really mean for Jamaica? Now, let's have a look at these people. Yes, Leon, he came here, but because of injury, he didn't get to play. Omar, big up, bro man security, big up my bro Giovanni. Said, saw another article yesterday. Julian Lopetegui said Lembikisa is a fully first team player now. Great achievement. So that's interesting. Let me see. Let me see if I can find that. Okay, so it's not popping up. But at the same sense, it's really interesting, you know. It's very interesting. And he is a player. So what happened is this. When I watch this man actually watch I watch a game, well, the highlights, I watched his highlight this morning. And in my perspective, he had a very good game. In my perspective, a really good game. So even if you're a coach at the team, you'll be looking at this youngster and say, hey, this youngster has a lot to offer. So that right there and then, I said, hey, this youngster mean business. Now, at 19-year-old people, big up Unseen, big up. What's the play? Did not go. Yeah, injury. He got an injury. I think he got injured. Guys, please do smash the like button. Now, the entire aspect of this is now, people, is that I'm looking at this player and I'm saying, such a top talent as Lembikisa, such a top young talent. The problem is this now. For Jamaica, what are the future plans? Will he be now known as our official right back, centre back, or even left back, because he can play both all those roles? Will the Reggae Boys consider upgrading this youngster to first team football? Because if you're playing first team football in the Premier League, if you're training with the first team in the Premier League, why not? Why not? No, that is the reason why this video is so important, people. That is the reason why. I want you guys to look at this, right? He has already vowed his allegiance towards to Jamaica, stating that, hey, this is where I want to play, this is the country that I want to represent, and we all are on board with that, and we all understand that. When you look at England team now, right? When you look at England team, and in contrast, his age at 19-year-old, he is looking likely. He's looking likely to make the Reggae Boyz first team at present moment. So there's always a worry within the Reggae Boy fan base that if we are not careful, we're going to lose this player. If we're not careful, we're going to lose that player. If we're this, if we're that, this is all the talk. We are so worried about losing a player, when in fact, we should be worried about the project that we're offering these players. Jason gonna big up Lopetega said it in the Birmingham Mail. Okay, definitely. DNA Football said, I would love if he could join up with the Reggae Boys. No, this is a player for 100% sure I would want to see in the Nation League. 100% sure. I think he looks a lot better at right back. Looks more comfortable. I'm not even sure. Let me see which foot he used. I'll check which foot he used, people. Let me check which foot he used. But he look really comfortable at right back. So maybe a right foot he used. Maybe. Just maybe. Just assuming, people. Actually, left foot he used. See that? So these are the position them according to transfer market. These are the position in play. In play left back, right back, and CDM, defensive midfield. But wow, that's interesting. That's really interesting. Very, very interesting, people. And for a youngster, people, that is really, really unique. That is very, very unique. I'm checking to see what position. I'm not even seeing. Where's the game? Let me give me a second, people. May I check something, people? Alright, so he played right back. He played that right back for Wolves the other day. He played right back. So interesting enough, he played right back, which means that he was going up against Gakpo. He was going up against Gakpo. Or Gakpo. So he played right back just the other day, people. So you see, it's strange. He's a left footer, but Liverpool played him at Wolverhampton played him at right back. So This is a unique youngster. Very, very unique people. You can't find them any and everywhere. Tevin Campbell said he is better than Javane Brown. The level that he's playing right now, you'd have to put him there. You'd have to say that he's better at present moment. You'd have to say that the level that he's playing, that is the level that most of our players are aspiring to be, and he's there. So you'd have to say it. Giovanni said he pocketed Gakpo. The youth all-purpose. Brownman said, Sheridan said, use his board comfortable if you watch his last game. I didn't watch his highlights. That is the reason I thought it was right. I thought he was right-footed. I really thought that he was right-footed because the crosses that I saw him putting in, my assumption was that he's right-footed. That was my basic. Guys, please, we have over 50 persons watching. Can you please get the likes of people? Let's get the likes of 40 as quick as possible. Ron Manning said, does he look better at left back or right back? So, I saw him at right back. When he came to Jamaica, to play at left back. So, in my mind, I'm saying, no, well, I didn't even remember that I wasn't even worrying about the foot that he used. When I watched the highlights this morning, in my mind, he was right-footed. Now that I'm seeing that he's left-footed, that's really good. I'm trying to figure out how many players in our team are like that. Ambidextrous. I'm trying to figure out how many Reggae Boyz they have in our team, especially defenders who are like that, who can use both feet really, really well. I can't pinpoint anyone at all. No, so that's interesting. But for me, people, this player is one in which we should definitely keep our eyes out for. He's very much keen on representing Jamaica. Really, really keen. Now, I have a video to do the 2026 World Cup and how we're going to approach this World Cup. This particular view that I have and the video that I'm going to do is going to be very, very controversial. Marik said only Leon. No, Leon, Bailey. No, sir, Bailey right, left foot dominant. Bailey right foot. No, Marik. No, not at all. Not at all. I'm not going to say can't use right foot at all. Yes, he can. But not as comfortable as you say an ambidextrous player should be. No. Guys, you know Santi Carzola, right? A player like that. Alright, let me tell you a player who is ambidextrous. You guys know the youngster who play for Stats, Shaka. At right corner, he might using right foot. Left corner, he might using left foot. Free kick, left foot. Free kick, right foot. That is the type of player. He's confident in. It doesn't matter which foot. He's just confident in using any one of the foot them. Neymar, Mbappe, just confident in using any one of the foot them. So I wouldn't say Leon is ambidextrous. I wouldn't say so. I watch the game. He gives Gakpo no chance. Leon said World Cup change. 16 groups, 3 in each group. 2 go through to round of 32. Yeah, because of 42. I'm a team again, 46. Quite a few, we have more team. Yeah, Jevan, De Bruyne. Mirak said, Carzola don't know which foot he uses. Exactly. That is what you call an ambidextrous player. So when you look at, so that's what I'm saying now. When playing against a player like Lembikisa now, a player like that now, you have to wonder because initially I thought he was right-footed. Me watching this morning and he looked right foot dominant. Until we went on transfer market, then I realized that this youngster is actually left-footed. Now, he is one, and the reason why I am not worried about him, this is the reason, as I said, people. If you look at the England backline, I know, people, let me tell you from now, don't be surprised if you hear that England contact him. Do not be surprised, but don't be scared when you hear that, people. Do not be scared when you hear that. From what I have seen and understand of these youngsters, the youngsters JC Guna said he's not left footed, MG. Well, a transfer market say him left footed, you know. Transfer market say his main foot is left foot. And in most of the games they might play is that left back. Most games they play is that left back. That is what transfer market are tell me. Left back, right back, defensive midfield, and centre back. That is what it's telling me, people. That is the detail. That is the detailed data that I'm getting from transfer market right now. So, well, just as the transfer market said, his main position is left back. Doesn't say he's left footed anywhere. Oof. I'm not. That's actually a fair statement. That's definitely a fair statement to say. I can't go against that. I can't go against that. I can't go against that until I see something different. Until I see something different. Um, until I see something different. So I can't go against that. But the thing is, Jason, as I said, when he was coming to Jamaica, when he was coming to play for the Reggae Boyz, he came to play left back. But my assumption would be that he's left footed. So he look like he just don't have no weak foot. He just any foot, he just swing your foot in the ball, left or right, it don't really matter. Which is interesting. And that for any let me tell you who is unique. Attackers who are ambidextrous are unique players. You don't know which foot to go. Like a Ronaldo, Cristiano Ronaldo, you don't know which foot he might use. He cut it on the right, he whip it left for a fight. Cut it on the left, whip it right for a fight. So it's difficult. Same with defenders. As a defender who is ambidextrous, the problem is this now. As an attacker, you find it difficult to beat these type of defender because they don't have any weak side. You as an attacker can have a weak side, you can have a weak foot. So as a predominant left footer, I'm just going to say it's always good to not assume. No, man, you can't assume, man. In life, we always make assumption. We always make assumption, Jason. It's good to assume, man. No, say it's not good to assume. We make a fairly good assumption based off. All right, so my assumption was based on the fact that on transfer market, most of his game played were at left back position. Also, my assumption is based on the fact that when he came to Jamaica, he came to play left back. So my assumption is based off that. That's a lot of information to make an assumption off of. A lot. A whole of information that so you can formulate an assumption. To formulate. Bravo Rage Squadron said he came to play left back because the JFF told him Zimenez has to start at right back. Where you get that from, Bravo? Anyways, he came to play left back because his predominant position is left back. All the statistics I say that. Me don't know about what JFF said from. Me don't know about that part there. Me don't know about that. Chris Smith said, where did he play in the Liverpool game? He played at right back in the Liverpool game. Oh, you know, me have an app. Me have an app. Let me see. Let me check something. Let me see. Player details. Let's see if them offer the details. May I check if I can get any details. 19 years old, is Jamaican. Statistics, stats. No. No, so I mean, when that, my brother, you're not easy, no man. You're not easy, no. What can I joke that for you, make? But I do think that the details are there for him. Oh, all right. So FIFA, according to FIFA people, he is left-footed according to FIFA. So on his FIFA card, I think his FIFA card is showing that he's left-footed. He's one strange player. Alright. So on FIFA, people, listen to this, people. On FIFA, his weak foot ability is 5-star. His weak foot ability is 5-star on FIFA. But he's actually left footed. So he's left footed now, people. So we have confirmed that he's left footed. Jamaica football highlights, big up. He has both foot but prefers his left, like Dembele. Yes, I'm just confirm it. Karim Stewart said, MG, I know this is off topic, but any more schoolboy football interviews coming up? Yes, we have more coming up. JC captain, Davison, JC left back, Graham. Should be getting quite a few more interviews coming in, and a few of the coaches as well. So look out for that, people. Most definitely look out for that. Yeah, he's left-footed, man. Means that he prefers his left foot. But as the FIFA stats, it is if you know about FIFA, when you give weak foot ratings, it's rated between 1 to 5. 1 to 5 stars. 1 star means your boy you don't have nothing, your weak foot not good. 2 star, you can use a little bit. 3 star, you kind of a little bit above average. 4 star, you have a good left foot, weak foot. 5 star, you are 100% ambidextrous. 100%. Does that include Makwan Aldridge? I could get him as well. I could get him as well. Otis Chin said right back at footmap. Okay, so the app is also telling me right back as well. But according to the transfer market, most of the games are played at left back. So, me don't know. Maybe all I have them just confused because the player himself just don't know which foot he use. He just use one. You look that could be case. Chris Smith said even the people at Wolves say he is a right back, but he can play left back also. Alright. Oh, good. Let me tell you. The player at Arsenal, Tomiyasu, or right back at Arsenal, Tomiyasu. He plays right back for Arsenal and play left back for the national team. So sometimes he play right back, left back for Arsenal as well. Sometimes he play left back for Arsenal as well. But predominantly play right back for Arsenal, but he play left back for the national team. MG, one last question. How much does a typical Jamaica Premier League player earn monthly or weekly? Monthly, I'm gonna say on an average. This might be people are gonna disagree. A lot of people are gonna disagree, but I say on an average about 55,000 average. These are the players who are getting played and paid. Remember, there's a lot of schoolboys in the league and they don't pay schoolboys. Tevin Campbell said, Guna, centre back in play for a Japan team. Centre back, left back. Centre back, left back. Check it out, man. Check it out. Jason said, left back for Arsenal this season as well. 1 and 2 time. Him truly use both feet. Man of God said, oh, big up, man of God. Big up. So, this player is a very, very interesting one. And let me tell you, if we are smart, if the Reggae Boyz senior head coach is smart, he should be looking at these minor details and said, what can this player offer to us right now? Look at the squad that you have. Who would we say in the squad right at this moment is a player of that type or that ilk where he can play left back, right back, centre back, and also defensive midfield? Which player we have like that in the team? If I'm being honest, we don't have a player like that right now. The Reggae Boyz do not have a player like that. We do not have a player like that. Bravo Squadron said Greg Lay. Greg Lay is predominantly left-footed. Bravo, Greg Lay is predominantly left-footed. Highly dependent on his left foot. I see that with my own eyes. When I watch him, I see that with my own eyes. The man, he might play left back, I would have, my camera gone, I would have never cut in and put the ball up on the right foot. Camera watch is down, people. Alright, so camera battery went a while ago. We don't have a player like that, people, in the Reggae Boys team right now. So he's a unique one. And this definitely would have put him right ahead a lot of the players that we are even looking at right now. These particular skill set that he has. Very, very interesting, people. Now let me tell you something, people. So there's a particular Reggae Boy that a lot of us are well, he's not a Reggae Boy yet, but he's a young player that a lot of us are looking at saying, hey, when are we going to get this player in? We need to get this player in. And let me tell you something, people. It's not looking so good for this player as well. It's not looking so good for us. It's not looking so good for us. I'm hoping that his mind can change at some point in time. I'm hoping, but we will see. Anyways, there are also players because, as you can see, I think Coach Sexton released a video the other day stating that there's quite a few players that the coach is overseas having discussion with players. So my assumption is that he would have openly spoke to this player. Now, read to the development going forward with Jamaican football, I have a big issue there. Because if we have a player like this, a player of this quality, playing at the highest level, this is the level that we all want our players to be playing, right? And he would want to play for the Reggae Boys. But the question would lies, what is it that the Reggae Boy have in store for me? That would be the question. Guys, we have over 70 persons watching. People, please do smash the like button. We thoroughly appreciate it if you do so. Let's get the like to 50. That's just 11 more likes, people. 11 more likes. And, no, 11, actually, and 11 not all. Oh, yeah, 11 more likes, people. Let's get likes to 50 people. If we want to really, really look forward to having a good future in football, at this age, these young players are the one we should be looking at. I'm hearing a lot of names he mentions on old baller, some old man who done play football nearly 15 years ago. We still have mentioned them. Me see even Isaac Hayden name a pop up again. I'm like, what the heck? That don't make no sense at all. None whatsoever. By the time I World Cup, Isaac Hayden I retire. Because listen, if we want to play at the highest level, and we have average players at 33, 34, them not ready. Them can't keep up. We can't keep on looking on the likes of Mbappe, not that Mbappe, Benzema, these guys at that particular age and how they are performing, and assume that some of our players, when they reach that age, they're going to be able. No, they can't. Those guys were playing at an elite level before they reach 30. And if you play average right now, when you reach 30, you're going to decline. You're going to be below average. Karim Surah said, big up Karim. MG, so when schoolboy players transition to the RSPL, do they get paid also? Yeah. So if they are under the age of 18 and do not sign a professional contract, no, they won't get paid. You have to sign a professional contract. You can't pay schoolboys. It's actually illegal. It's actually illegal. It's actually illegal. So maybe you can give them a stipend, but you can't pay them. You can give them a little stipend, but you can't pay them. Say, boy, you have to pay them on a monthly basis. It's illegal. But for sure, you have a lot of them now transitioning to the Jamaica Premier League. You have a lot of them. Decolard said, pay the school. Leon said, I feel from you have passion. That shouldn't be a problem. I see. Giovanni said, I agree. Aiden shouldn't be discussed. Follow the Hutchinson and Lembikisa footprint. High potential young players that will be top players for 2026 and still young. Exactly. No, let me tell us. Let me give something on Mudado people. Let me give something on Mudado. You see the under 20 team will go represent for what here? And some of the other players them in and around. I would use those players. I would use those players from the last under 20. I use those players and said, this is the blueprint. All right. So this is what I would do first. For the Nation League, the last Nation League game would be a lot of the senior players them last game for Jamaica. It would be the last game for enough of them for Jamaica. All right. Now, this is controversial, people. This is really, really controversial. So, hear me out. Listen to me keenly. I don't want to attack me after this, you know. Don't want to attack me after this, you know. That last team, that 22-man squad, we're going to incorporate the 22-man squad there into the pool, into the Reggae Boyz pool, the senior team pool. So, in incorporating them, so you know, the pool are going bigger now. So, this is what we're going to do. Those players that represent us at the under 20 qualifiers would move on to play in the Gold Cup. No say so far-fetched, people. No say so far-fetched. It's on far, really, really far-fetched. Now, these players, I want to listen first, you know, people. I want to listen first. So, I'm going to release something too now. And this is the reason why I did it. So, give me a second there, people. Let me bring up the JFF page. Just give me a second. I want to listen keenly. It sounds like I'm mad this, but there's a method to it, people. There's a method. Don't cuss me yet. Don't cuss me yet. Let me see if I can find it. Let me see if I can find it. I'm not see it. Okay, good. Me find it now, people. So, I just squad me I look for now. What the squad there? Oh no, I'm on it. Alright, yeah, I'm finding out, people. Alright, so listen to this, people. Listen to this one, I say, right? So these are the players from the under 20 competition. I'm wanting to listen to the names keenly. These are the players. And tell me now, people, if some of these players, at least 50% of these players, could actually transition. Tennessee, me can't tell you. Alright, listen to it now. We have Connor Boyce Clark. We have Romy and Blake. We have Luke Badley Morgan. We have Lewis Watson. We have Duncan McKenzie. Alright, so first of all, people, wanting to think about this, people. Wanting to think about this. Listen, most of these players that I'm calling are players that are playing outside. Most of them are outside of Jamaica. And who in Jamaica, evidence them to move. Evidence them to move. Alright, so listen to this now. Connor Boyce Clark, outside of Jamaica. Next 4 years from now, possibly the replacement for Andre Blake. The next 4 years from now, possibly the replacement for Andrew Blake. So why not get him going from now? Why not get him going from now? Jamar Clark, replacement for Mikel Antonio. Why not get him going from now? Luke Badley Morgan at Chelsea. Next 4 years from now. People want to listen to them. Most of these players, in the next 4 years from now, these players are already playing at a high level. These players are already playing at a high level. Zion Scarlett, Chad James, Duncan McKenzie, Pearson, who gain more experience overseas as well. Jaden Anderson, Zimmenes, who gone overseas now as well. Barclay, who's overseas as well. Rochester, overseas as well. Malachi, who possibly soon be moving. Tyler Roberts. Alright, so this is what everyone I tell me. So most of them not ready as yet. That is the thing. World Cup not playing now. World Cup is not playing right now, people. I don't know World Cup are playing now. So, if we don't start use these players, when will they be ready? Richard Stewart, you need to watch him more recently, man. You need to watch him more recently, Richard, man. But this is what I'm saying, people. We know that all everybody mind was the under 20 campaign. That's stuck in our head, you know. That's stuck in our head, the under 20 World Cup. The under 20 World Cup stuck in our head. We can't move away from the performances, even though we know the preparation wasn't right. All our factors weren't right around the players. But we cannot look past that. And most of these players will be playing at a higher level 2-3 years from now. Yes, they'll be young. Now, these are the players who will be the base. We're going to incorporate them now with the top quality. The Leon Bailey, more than likely Richard King, who could be moving. Well, I think he's moving quite soon. Richard King, Amar Bellefi still here. Most of the senior players now, the senior players now, who will be playing at that level, can come into the team and guide these youngsters. So it'll be a mixture of young talents who are really, really proceeding to the highest level, and players like Leon Bailey and these guys who are already at that level. So you'd provide a better balance in what you're trying to do. Chris Smith said military, they should get ready at their club and show us they deserve a call up. 100%. 100%, me agree with that. But what I'm saying, all I'm saying is this. When will we know when a player deserves a call up? Big up GSN. Chris Smith, when will we know when a player deserves a call up? Brownman said, but Guna, you don't know what the coach is going to do. No, no. I'm telling you what I would do. That's what I'm saying. No, this is what I would do. Richard Stewart said, Romain Blake was the most impressive local player in under 20, and he was one of the youngest. I think Blake is just now, I think Blake had turned 18. Blake young still. Blake really, really young. People, listen, this is not, that's what I'm saying. This is what I said. I said, this is what I would do. Because at the end of the day, if you're building for a 4-year period, if you're gonna build for a 4-year period and you don't have a template, say this is how we're gonna build, these are the players that we're gonna use. People are gonna drop in, people are gonna drop out. I'm gonna get a call, people. Give me a second. So people, listen. This is my madness. Me I talk about. I think if the players is on form for half the season or more, you call them up. But when you go, all right. So listen to me now, people. This is now. Want to listen. I want to listen keenly. Want to listen keenly. For everyone at World Cup squad them, what we wanna see, everybody see God World Cup, right? Every single one of the World Cup squad them who wanna see God the World Cup. Every single one of them. There is a base squad there. Where them say this we start with, what build upon this. Remember, you know, Canada did it, Japan did it. Most of the smaller nations, them who are not well known in football, them do it. Them build a base squad. Them build a base squad and say these are the players who are move forward with. If anything, we incorporate 1 and 2 players in it. Now, if we follow our ideology, where the man in farm, or the man in the last 2 months, I the man if he get called because he's the most informed player, whenever we're going to have a settled squad. Because farm, people go in and out of farm consistently. When we're going to have a settled squad? That is the question. That's what I'm saying now. My theory put out, you know, it could be madness. It could look like a madness too, no. But the question I'm asking is, according to phone strategy, when will you have a settled squad for said, these are the players that I'm going to have? Even at 2025, we still have a put in player, take out player, put in player. We don't have a settled squad. We don't have 10 players we can say, oh, them players are all in the squad from the particular time. Giovanni said it's a common occurrence. Some players will fade away and some will progress. And some become regulars in the senior team. At least this time we have a few players coming through in Europe and top clubs. Me not deny that. I do not deny that. That is so true. But the thing is, when will this squad be settled? When? When? Christmas said military foolishness. Nobody not just pick a bunch of average players and say they get players playing at a high level. Alright, so let me seek an average player then. That's what I say. Connor Boyce Clark an average player. Jamar Clark an average player. That is what you say. That's what you say now. That is what you say. No one pick a bunch of average players. That's what you just say a while ago. So when time Kyle Lauren and these guys and these guys were playing for Canada and they were selected from long time, and I said them are build with and go forward with. And all of them are play overseas. Yes, them are play overseas. But these are the same players that them call back to come play. Jason Guna said 2-1 we gave Canada in 2017 and six of the starters and 5 from bench was on the 2022 World Cup squad. So they have kept the same players and used some new. That is what I talk about. Malian said Clark is below average. Clark is 18 years old. Clark is 18 years old. Clark is 18 years old, people. 18 years old. Remember that. 4 years from now, I'm at 22. But we are so hyper focused on getting it right now. That's wrong. That is wrong. Me so now say. Me so now say. But if we not build the base of the squad, we will have problems. As me say, people, check out all of the World Cup squad. Them people, check out all of the. Wanting to check out all of the World Cup squad. Them people, how long some of them players are in that squad for? Me agree. So them supposed to be playing at the highest level. I agree. That's how you see players I mentioned. Players who are already playing at a high level. Players who are already exposed to high level football. Who are already exposed to it. So even so, you have 10 of these players. Them 10. So if you have 6 of them, and you have them in the squad, we know for them young, and them will learn on the journey. And then now, we almost can basically have a foot into the 2026 World Cup. We'll make it to the 2026 World Cup. But the truth is, a participate. I don't think we'll get it right by then. Participate, we're going to participate. We don't have the quality. We don't have the quality to win any World Cup. Not even close. But if we don't put in a structure from now, we are going to have problem. We are going to have problems. And if we don't think about incorporating the young, talented players who are playing at the highest level right now, we are going to have problems. It sounds like a foolishness, me I say, people. It sounds like a foolishness, me I say right now, because all that everybody edits what we are going to do in a 2026 World Cup. We are so hyper focused on 2026 World Cup. We are looking at the wrong picture. We are looking at the wrong picture. We want 2026 World Cup. We want to say we got 2026 World Cup. Then what? Then what? Exactly, then what? We have 2030 World Cup as well, you know. So we only try getting 2026 World Cup and then I eat that after. And then one another 10, 30 years, 40, 50 years again, we can't make another World Cup. That makes no sense. That makes no sense. People, I'm speaking about some young, talented players who are already exposed to the highest level of football. Man who are playing a championship, man who are in Belgium, man who are playing a Premier League, man who are playing a MLS. These are players are playing at a higher level than the average player. Higher level than the average player. And you have these youngsters, and you're betting 6, 7, or 8 of them in the team. 2020-30, we're supposed to be gunning for 2020-30 same way. And at 2026, we're betting 6 more new young players in the team for 2034. For 2034. So if we're not consistently betting one bunch of young players in the team, me not say anybody. Me not say just pick up on you. No. I'm speaking about players who are playing at a higher level, who's exposed to high level football. Briscoe Brown said it has to be a mixture of youth and experience. Mostly youth though. Look at France team. That France team is same France team we're going to see back in the 2026 World Cup. The same team. Be a 21 and 22 year old. 21, 22, 23 year old. A team full of 21 to 22 year olds and 23 year old. That France team will just play what year. Alright, so we use the Lembikisa, the Omar Hutchinson, the Jamar Clarks, and these guys who are playing at that level. We use these guys because they're playing at that level. We'll have them in the team. 6 or 8 of them will have them in their team. incorporate with the experience of the Mikel and well, these guys. Listen, people. So we have our head fixated on we have our mind fixated on like Mikel Antonio, Ravel Morrison, and then we have our mind fixated on. And people, if we not think about Mikel Antonio, if we not think about Ravel Morrison, if we not think about Isaac Idad, the 2026 World Cup, you guys have no clue what is happening. Them man they go to all. Them man they go to all for 2026 World Cup. To all people, me I tell you now. Them I go to all. And I ask me, I tell me, them I go to all. They are going to be to all people that just say go. Big up 155. Jason said, and keep on getting young players so there is a constant renewal of the team. Exactly. But it makes no sense if 2025 we don't have a set amount of players who have been representing the team for a time period. We don't have that in 2025, a year before the World Cup. We know the World Cup, the process of trying to qualify for the World Cup. And we don't have a set team. We still have a grab players from this, we still have grab players over there. It makes no sense. We're going to same position again. And guess who are going to come? On the same one are going to complain, say, boy, we can't make it to a World Cup. But you don't realize, you guys are contributing to the same madness. Contributing madness, you know. So, Andrew Fitzgerald, we need Hayden, not no Oldgate. We need experience, not too many kids, not good MG. But at 2026 World Cup, Hayden and Holgate would be young enough and I would be at the right age. I think Holgate would be at the right age. But Hayden would be too old. Hayden would be too old. Hayden would be 30 plus. Hayden would be 30 plus. I'm not going to say too young, you know. I'm not going to say that not fairly good age for a CDM, you know. But remember, if you're a CDM, let me give you an example. If you're a Kante at 26 is not far from a Kante at 30. Because Kante is a high level player. Aiden is not that level. So Aiden at 26 versus Aiden at 30. Are two different contrasts Aiden at. Vastly different because he wasn't even at the Kante level before. So when India at 30, what do you think are going to happen? Jason said, MG, you have to remember that many stars at under 17 level don't get to the level that people think at that age. True, agree. Tevin said 32 can play as long as he is fit. But fit, yes. Anybody can be fit at 32. But one to the levels. Tevin, one to the levels. At 30, think about this now. More I think about this. A 32-year-old Kante versus a 32-year-old Isaac Aiden. Tell me, what do you think about that? A 32-year-old Casemiro versus a 32-year-old Isaac Aiden. I'm not beat on the players, you know. But if you say a 26-year-old Isaac Aiden in the midfield versus a 32-year-old Casemiro, it's kind of closer. Even though Casemiro can be at a higher level, in age and in legs can't keep up with a younger, fresher Isaac Aiden at 26. That is the contrast I try showing you. Say. In the World Cup, or average age, if 2026 World Cup, or average age should be in the region of 26 to 28. That should be your average age. Not 30 plus. That makes no sense. Because if, and think, Javon said, Ian just isn't fit. And think about it, you have an injury problem. Most time younger career, you have a major injury problem. What gonna happen when they reach them age? No, can't keep up. Brasco said, but Manning Cup and the Casa Cup have to be overall though. It's good to win, but are we winning in the long run? Basis of development over winning, then we will get better players. Brasco, well, this not really have nothing to do with Manning Cup and the Casa Cup still. That kind of off topic. What about the World Cup and players who are playing at a particular level? I understand the reason. That has to do with the JFF. JFF has to do something about that. Brabby said, what about Dujan Richards? Exactly. Exactly. This them are players we talk about. These are the ages supposed to say, here go on. Incorporate them. People will cuss me say, boy, them man are too young, then ready. You know, funny enough, no people are gonna say, boy, whisper ready feet. No people are gonna say whisper ready feet. But them are gonna say, no, that the man not ready, that the man not ready. I'm saying, people, we have some young talented players playing at a high level who I 100% believe should be a part of the team going forward. And if we don't start incorporating youth in our national setup, we are going to be a failing nation. As Jesse Lee Peterson said, Jesse Lee, failed state. We're going to be a failed state. We're consistently a failed state. We have to do it. So we have to do it. One time, I look on and say, boy, can't have them look youth in our team. But the truth is, they need them in our team. Mirak said, my think is half of the under 20 squad are going in the squad MG. We are going to miss a whole generation. The under 23 of some years ago, Maggie and Paris and Tope generation, because they weren't handled well. They weren't handled well. They were not handled well, and this is the result of it. Chris Smith said Russell not getting any game at his club. How old is Russell? Depends on his age. Jonathan Russell. Oh, let me check something. Let me check. What? That is the belly. "22-year-old, not bad, good age. He's at the good age, but let me see. 2023 starts, 7 appearances. At age 22. Midfield, central midfield. Huddersfield Town. Interesting profile, Jonathan Russell. Interesting profile. It depends on if at 22, I think he should be getting more game time though. I think he should be getting more game time. I believe he should be getting more game time, man. If we want to say, want to look at this player in particular, game time is important. 7 appearances, and out of the 7, 2 90 minutes or 3 90 minutes, not bad. Yeah, but you haven't even played in a long while. If you whole season of 7 appearances, and the last match in play was from October. That was the last match in play from October. Just make some bench appearances. I don't think that is sufficient enough. I don't think that's. But it can want to watch as well, you know. Want to watch as well. Definitely want to watch. He make bench appearance. It's one to watch. The thing about it I can look at it. One thing I can look at is that at the start of the season, he played some minutes. He was playing at the start of the season. So, as someone mentioned, he could be injuries, and that could be the reason why he's not in the squad. So it definitely is one to watch, because at the start of the season he was playing. Upper running said Maggie, Peter Lee, Tope got a lot of opportunity to shine, but they didn't. But they hold back. They don't hold on to it Let's bring in Hutchinson. Lembikisa. Lembikisa. Lembikisa and who else? Clark and maybe Whisper. Jamaica Football said Palmer still doesn't have a passport apparently. Not sure. Chris Smith fully agree. Players have to be kicking down doors like Dexter and Kaim Paris. Even Kaim Paris as well. That's an interesting name. A very, very interesting name. But what I'm saying to people is that at the end of the day, we must find a set of young players and said, okay, we definitely for sure would be using these players and see how far we can go with these players and push them far because we have to have the people. There's no continuity in the Reggae Boy squad, none whatsoever. No level of continuity, none. So we have Kaim Paris, 23 years old. Let me see. Cephas how much? Ronaldo. Let me see Cephas about 22. Cephas is 23 as well. In a Cephas league, 15 appearance, 6 goals, 1 assist. Since he arrived at the league, he has been one of the marquee players in the league. At present moment, he actually was found in the team of the year. He was in the team of the year also. So there's a lot of players that we can look at people going forward. Demargre going to be 29. He can play if he maintains at that high level. Christmas says, so military, what is the excuse for Maggie? No, younger players are starting at UPenn. There's no excuse. There's none. Maggie should leave UPenn and go to a smaller team where he can get game time. There's no excuse. Can't be an excuse for him, no? None at all. Military, you guys always find an excuse for the players. Maggie, Fleming. Yeah, you may find an excuse for none of them. Bro, stop. Chris Smith, stop accusing me of things you don't know. Stop accusing me of things. I'm not finding an excuse for none of the players. Michael Gardner, great show and positive input. We need to infuse young players into the team so they will do very well come 2026. Continuity is pivotal. That is the important factor. We need continuity in the team. Just said West Arden deserve another call-up. Consistent starter for his team. Arden is playing good for sure. In any season, I'm good last year and he still start this season on a high. So that's good. That's what happened when fans overhype ballers. Everybody have them baller with their rate. Everybody have them baller with their respect. And you have to, you see, Jamaica football highlights. Remember, right? No, not every baller are going to reach at the highest level. Not every baller are going to be a Neymar, a Messi, a Cristiano Ronaldo. Not every one of them. When you start realize that, you're going to have a better understanding of football in general. You will have players who are only good enough to play championship. You will have players who will be only good enough to play Premier League. You will have players who are only good enough to play Division EFL 1 or one of these teams. You have to realize that in football, people. You must realize that in football. And until as fans, so Chris Smith and Jamaica Football Alliance, you guys said you guys are rational thinkers. Tell me one player that you think is a good player but deserve more. Christmas said, let us hear you guys talking about more about players that are actually doing something. Dexter and Omar Hutchinson. See how long it took you guys to talk about these players. What the heck? Chris Smith, you forgot say. You totally forgot say when the under 20 team are trained, me they wish for Dexter then there, me they were Tyler Roberts in there, with Chad James in there, Jamar Clark, Connor Blaster. You forgot say me did it with them. I was up there with them, sit down and reasoning with them. Me did it with them. So how you talk about me just talk about them? Me meet Omari. Me meet him, me and him reason. I was me do up at Captain Harrisburg Center with them for the whole 120 with them at trade. I was there. So you say you just hear what I talk about them? I was there, my brother. I was there. I was there. I was there. So me don't understand where that notion coming from. So let me take it down a notch. Big up El Granjero. Massive respect, my brother. Really, really appreciate it. So let's get back on track. Let's get back on track. Me not sure what Chris Smith a try to say. Me not understand where I come off. Me don't know. Me don't know at all. Me don't know. People, me know the youth them. Me know the youth them. Me know all of them. So like I say, me I pick and choose. Me know all of them. So when Chris Smith come and say, boy, I say, me just a talk about them. But how long it take me know them. Me know them. You know who else me and him reason with too? Good reason. Kiddo Taylor Hart. Me and him reason. Me and Kiddo reason as well. Massive respect for the super chat, El Granjiro. Really appreciate it. So you see, a lot of people ever talk about Kiddo. A lot of people don't even remember Kiddo Taylor Hart. A So Chris Smith, please, if you have a particular mindset or what, please, not take it up on me. Not take it up on me, but not take it up on me. Not take it up on me. Please remember, say me I do a whole heap of groundwork. A whole heap of groundwork. So all the things I'm going to require, what you can't see, what they're far away, I'm able to give it to you guys. So don't bash me. If me hype up local baller, nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. Me not say them are Lionel Messi or them are Neymar. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that they are good players in comparison to where they are. And if me hype up local baller, remember say Jamaica me there Chris Smith. Me know them. Me can't talk to them. And I hide me hype them. Me just say they are good players. That's all I'm saying. And if me not talk about them, who are gonna do that? Who are do it? If me not talk about the balls them in Jamaica, who are do it? Who are gonna do it? Who are gonna showcase them? Who are gonna no fun never know about CFAS. No fun. We know no fun never know about CFAS. We don't know about CFAS, though, which is right. We don't know about all that ball them who move overseas. We don't know about them. How do you get to know about them? How do you get to know about them? Please. Nobody come with talk about hype up and then kind of something. Please, just show the narrative there. Me I beg you. Just dash the narrative there. How am I going to know the ball them if me not come here and discuss the ball them in Jamaica? How am I going to resonate to anyone that ball them or come from Jamaica or play for the national team? Oh, if you don't know them. That is the reason I cover the local league, where we can get a better understanding of what's happening. So you can know what I go on. Me can tell you know what I go on. But guess what? You don't even watch the local football because you're not interested in it. You're only interested in Reggae Boyz. And unfortunately, Reggae Boyz not going good. So everybody is upset. I say go. Everybody upset because Reggae Boyz not going good. But at the end of the day, there is no foundation in Jamaica. So how Reggae Boyz are going good? There is no foundation in Jamaica, so how them are going good? There is no structure in Jamaica, so how them are going good? Please, think about it, man. Want to really sit down and think about what I say, what I do. Just think, man. Want to think. It's not a matter of me just come here. It's not a matter of me just come here and say, boy, that the man from Dumbo hole in the best thing since sliced bread. No. If me say a player is good, it is in context to whichever aspect it's applied to. When me look for one schoolboy football and say, hey, a boy a bad baller. Schoolboy football I discuss. Me not discuss football overseas. Me not discuss Champions League. Me talk about schoolboy football. My bad baller in a schoolboy football. And me say, Nicholas Hamilton a bad baller in a JPL. At JPL me discuss. Me not talk about championship. Me not talk about Premier League. My bad baller in the Premier League. So when me come here and discuss the Jamaica Premier League, I'm not discussing anything else more so than just the Jamaica Premier League. So if me I say two baller in the Jamaica Premier League a bad baller, if me I say the Jamaica Premier League is going on good, please don't gyrate me for saying that. Because I'm discussing solely the Jamaica Premier League. Me not compare it with the overseas league. I'm not doing that. I'm talking about solely about the Jamaica Premier League. See the Tevin Campbell said the local football not ready for watch Guna. When they can make 10 pass, then I'll watch it. So obviously you are not watching it. Obviously. Upper running said military, you should use the right words when you're talking about players in Jamaica. based on the level of football playing Jamaica, because the JPL is ranked 12 in CONCACAF. But what right word should I use when I'm discussing the JPL? If I'm here doing a JPL show and I'm talking about JPL players, I am not comparing no JPL players with any players. I not say Messi's got, I not say Nicholas Hamilton is as good as Messi. I'm not saying that. I'm speaking about he's one of the best players in the JPL. If me say boy a bad baller, a JPL me a talk about. Me not talk about nowhere else. So maybe you are the one up and running who are taking it out of context. If me a talk about Premier League, and me say Martinelli a bad baller, am I comparing Martinelli to man in the JPL? No. But that in that sense, I'm speaking about that player. But nobody now gonna assume me talk about anything else. But why is it me I speak about the JPL? People assume say me in contrast with other leagues. None of that, people. Kevin Williamson, I have no problem with you highlighting local players, but saying that they should get a chance in the Senior Reggae Boyz team is a different kind of kettle of fish. Tell me now, Kevin Williams, which player have I came here and said this player deserves to be in the Senior national team? Tell me which player. Give me one of them. From the JPL, give me one of them. So Kevin Williams, I'm saying, me sitting here right now, live and direct, tell me one player you have heard me said from the JPL that deserve to be in the national team. And if that player is not in the national team, tell me name. Tell me if he never represent Jamaica. Tell me. Michael Granson, I hope the JFF sees your work of highlighting our players. I see you're highlighting the under 10s, under 12s, under 14. Quite an excellent job. You could be an excellent source for talent recognition. I could be, but maybe they don't see me as one, as that. Javon said, local football is hard to watch at times, but it looks to be getting better. The last game I watched with Waterhouse, they scored an impressive goal with good passing. Thank you very much, Giovanni. Listen, I'm not comparing local football to any other league. I'm comparing it to local football. Anytime we discuss local football, I'm discussing only local football. If I discuss Premier League overseas, I'm discussing only Premier League. That's what I'm discussing. If I discuss La Liga, I'm discussing only La Liga. The only time you have a discussion, and there's a comparison in my point of view, is when I discuss Messi and Ronaldo. That Messi had the goat. So, automatically if I mention Messi name, I go drop in my little clues and my little thing for support, say Messi had the goat. That is the only time. But other than that, anywhere I'm discussing is that specific area I'm discussing. I'm saying it all the time. Funny enough, when I do a JPL review or preview show, in a people's mind, I compare the JPL with the overseas team, overseas league, but it's nothing like that, people. Well, Kevin, oh yeah, drop the name in the comment section, please. So let me tell you, one night I watch one night I watch Coaches X program, right? One caller call in, and the caller say, he watch one program with me and Mr. Speed, and the caller say, this is how the caller say. The caller say, I want to say again, he say, MG and Unseen talk about the JPL is like the best league in the world. He said, that's how we talk about it. I don't remember the caller name. I think his name was Robert. I think Robert the caller name. No. Me find it interesting. Let me show you me find it interesting, people. Giovanni, behave yourself. Let me show you me find it interesting, people. I want you guys to listen to this, right? There is a particular time, there's this person came onto the program who consistently bash me for discussing local league. This is what him say. Local league not good. No man from the JPL not good. This what people want to listen keen now. Local league not good. No man from the local league not good. And no local players in the league, right? This is what the person say. This person in particular is living in Jamaica. And me not defend. I was defending local league. I said, boy, it's not the best league in our world, but it's what we have. I have to appreciate what we have. And let me tell you something. I went to a under 10 competition just the other day. And me see him. Me got the under 10 competition people and me see man. The difference man I talk about now. Me see man. Me see him, not Robert, difference man I talk about. Because I'm not bashing about the local league. And me see man. And funny enough, me never know say him son a play. Him son a play for one of the teams them in the under 10 competition. But him son bad. Son bad. And him turn up right beside me because I record his son as well. And me turn up there. And me do the stream for the competition and stuff. And when me say, yo, little boy a body man, he say, my son the MG. Me say, and man goes to man say, MG. And me tell us say local ball ain't no bad now. And me and him say a reason. I'm look on him and say, how is that a person like you who live in Jamaica, your son in Jamaica, and you have that big distaste for our own product? No says not the best. And him say, boy, he watch it for years and he not improve and this and that. So I ask him a question is, what is the direction you have planned out for your son? And he couldn't tell me. He said he wants his son to go pro, but he couldn't tell me. He said he wants his son to go pro, but he couldn't tell me. He couldn't tell me how. And me I say, these are the things where, as people, we don't like, it come like, I'm sure, it come like as a man, you have a good wife at work, at home. You have a nice, decent wife at home. And you got a road, go see one pretty browning, and decide, say, now the brown them want, and left your good wife. And then when the browning mash up your life now, say, boy, this or that. Sometime in life, people, for us to have the best of the best, we have to take care of what we have. We have to take care of what we have. We have to improve on our own. If we don't improve on ourselves, we can't be better tomorrow. If we don't improve on our league cannot be better tomorrow. So if we consistently say the league no good, this or that, and all them kind of something there, me I tell her how the league can get better. Nobody now can support it. Nobody now watch it. We're not contributing to whatever is happening in Jamaica, but we turn on and we bash it. We don't have no good input to what is happening here in a local league, even to the local players, but we turn on and we bash it. We want to see the best talents coming from Jamaica, but we're not inputting anything good from it. So they come like you own a plantation and you want to see a tree grow, you want to see corn grow, but you never yet throw a grain of corn in a plantation. But you expect to see corn grow. People, you see, it may sound like a foolishness, me I say, or may not agree with me I say, people, but all I'm saying, think about it. Just really think about it. You cannot not have any good input. You cannot not input nothing good into your own product. I expect it to be the best. I expect it to be any better. You are say, look good, me now watch it. That's what you are say. Which means that a one less viewership. One less person would have pay one ticket money and go watch a match. One less person would have pay a ticket money to go watch a match. So guess what now, no? They can't pay a better coach, better infrastructure can't implement, nothing can get better. So it's just a degrade. It come like, just think about it. You have a school, you have a primary school, everybody say, boy, everybody in school like dunce, and then already it. And the principal neglects the school, the teachers then start neglecting. Because the principal neglects the school, the teachers feel neglected, so the teachers then start neglecting the students then start go backwards. So it's just a failing society, failed state. And that's what's gonna happen. Giovanni said, true, Chelsea is the worst team in the league, and some will watch them no matter what. Missy people still don't watch USL. But and then complain about Jamaica Premier League. USL worse. USL horrible, man. Horrible. But people, all I'm saying, people, we can be understanding. If we want to see Jamaica football get better, let's have an input on Jamaica football. Let's try and make the product better. Let's try and make the product better. We are so fixated on the political aspects. We take we are for football. We are so affixed on all the political aspects. We take we are strictly off of football and we only are focused on politics. Football politics. We stop discuss. You know, realize we all stop discuss football and we start discuss football politics. See they know if you last 10 minutes of football politics we are discussing now. We start off the program discussing players development, Lembikisa. That's me start at discussing now. I'm going right into football politics because whenever one stream start, we are so fixated on the politics of football. We take we eye off of football. We just take we eye off of football. Yes, the politics affect football. All right, let me show you. How we stay. There's 3 games. I published 3 games. I'm going to do it directly. I published 3 games on my YouTube channel. 3 under 10 football games. And I can guarantee you, many who know what on the stream right now don't watch none of them 3 games there. And what talk about under 10 level. What talk about the future of Jamaica. This is where we can understand where things are happening. And we can tell us, combine, I don't think the 3 videos have a combine of 200 views. Because nobody not interested in football anymore. We are so fixated on politics. And you see, and we start a stream discussing, and we start a stream to discuss the president, president and who else? The Gensec. If we start a stream to discuss the president and the Gensec, everybody highly tuned in. But we publish some videos, some football games. Nobody no wants to see that. Nobody no wants to see that. That is what I talk about. So how will I get better? How will I get better? Mason Mount said military. The league is just not entertaining. If you and a couple others not talk about it, then we don't hear about it. Funny enough, you know, Mason. If you look on the games, if you watch games on TV, you'll see a lot of people in the stand. A lot of people in the stands. Enough people in the stands. So, even though they say the game is not entertaining, let me tell you something that a lot of people don't know. Most persons who will sip on social media or in the comment section right here, so, or what? They don't really got games. They don't really got the games. Even football games who are play close to them, they don't go. They don't really go. No people in the comment section. They're about entertainment. They are about entertainment. The discussion, the argument, they're about that rather than the game itself. It may sound a way, but when you think about it, when time me got a match, and everybody, a few people in match know me. Few. Because real life is not on the internet. Real life is not on YouTube. So we might feel like say a lot of people on YouTube know it. But in real life, not a lot of people really know it. That is it. Not a lot of people. Tevin Campbell said, I've never seen none of those stadiums full. Lie, Tevin. Lies. Lie. That's a lie. That's a lie, Tevin. Monday night football match, Ram. Mason Mount said the league is poorly promoted also. Because a lot of people, listen. As me say still now, we live on social media. Most of us are on social media 24/7, but the truth is, the real world is not on social media. Ron Manning said, real talk, brother, those players will be in their 30s by the next World Cup. We should not be looking at no player over 25. No, man, no. I'm not going to say that. Remember that we have short-term visions. Remember we have short-term objectives to complete as well. We still have the Gold Cup. We still have Nation League. So we have those short-term objectives. So it's not a sense that we're going to look on youth only. But all I'm saying, incorporate the youth, some of the under 20 players, incorporate them in the senior team, Even 6, 7, or 8 of them. Incorporate those youths in the senior team and also with the senior players, because we do have short-term goals. The Mikel Antonios, if we can get in the Mar, great. If we can get in the Mar, so decision is down to him. So these are aspects of it, man. These are aspects of it. People, I've been here for an hour and a half now. I've done a lot of discussion. Isaac said the person that are saying the games are not interested, never take the time out to watch one game. Look at Mount Pleasant and Arnett Garden on Monday. That was a good game. And Isaac, if you don't watch a game, don't say them in full. I was at the game. Sitting in the stadium watching the game. I did a post-match reaction on RFM. After the game. That game was full of entertainment. Quality game. Me not gonna say a Champions League level, people. Me not talk about Premier League. When me say quality game, a JPL me talk about. Mason Mount said, who get more support? SBF or Premier League? Alright, SBF get more support, and there's a reason for that. This is the reason. One, when an SBF match a player, 90% of the time, it's at school, and at the school, students will be at the school. So majority of the supporters are going to be students. So it's difficult to say. Now also, me do Premier League programs. But most of the time when me do SBF online, me shows them, there's a lot of school kids on the show. Because they are highly more active on social media than anyone else. Between the age of 10 and 30 are the most active set of people on social media. So that is where the support will come from. But for the Jamaica Premier League, it's more of a community-based thing. So the community will come support. You have to spend the money if you go to match him. You have to spend the money when you go to match him. You can't expect one school picnic to spend 3,000 and go match. You can't expect that. Guy must spending 1,000 if you go in. You must buying juice and in fruit and in some in snacks and in peanut. Roughly at 2,000 if in Carolyn's spouse, you look on 3,000 per match. 3,000 a Sunday night match, 3,000 a Monday night match. That's 6,000 a spend. That's $6,000 spend. In comparison to a school picnic, when pay 2 bills going on match and laugh and chat and friend them and they enjoy the game and then go in the yard. It's easier. The only time when it get more difficult, look on it, when the finals them a play, a lot of school kids turn out, but the money are 5 bills per person and $1,000 if you're not an ID. So the crowd drop. Alright, so I went to a game, Edwin Allen was Central versus Clarendon College. Clarendon Black. The match start 3 o'clock. 3 o'clock the match start. From the center of Clarendon, from Maypen Town to Foga Road, it's a 5 minutes drive, if so much, or 4 minutes drive. I say 5 minutes drive. And on the match day between Central and CC, when me reach a Clarendon 1:30. And at 2:55, me walking at the stadium. Me reach a Maypen 1:30. And it took me almost 1.5 hours for a 4 minutes drive. Me in Clarendon pack ram. When you go in there, you can't find space. In the ram. But you now see that when you reach the you now go see that when you reach the final stage, because you got more money you have to pay if you go in. When you go to the venues, you have to pay more money. So it's all about money. Money is the imperial factor in all of it. Or it affects them. But with schools, there's a lot more affiliations with school than with community. Let me show you. Me can come from Arnett Garden. And me a farmer, me usually go JC, right? Schoolboy football I go on. In my JC gears, 100% JC. But guess what? I don't live in Jamaica. So me I follow it up over social media and this or that. Because me usually go JC. But guess what now? No? Me come from Arnett. Here are problem now. Me not affiliate with the Arnett team. And the only way me probably affiliate with the Arnett team is if probably me have my little cousin or my brother I'm my cousin and my brother play, and I some probably have some affiliations based off of that. But the mere fact that me usually go JC, me have more affiliations. Alright, so Sham 6 said military, enough man not paying $1,000 to go watch JPL game. And then talk foolishness. People keep comparing JPL to World League. Sham 6, you can't just join the program. I can assume say just join the program. No one is comparing JPL to anywhere. The only place JPL is compared to is JPL. Nobody now compare JPL to nowhere else. Nobody. Are you alone come now and make that assumption there? Are you alone? You're the first man come make that assumption there. And Sham 6, as $1,000 if you go in a JPL game. If you not have $1,000, I don't know where you're going there. Cause security, I mean, it's not ordinary security that they get them. And police and user security. And they get them. So, if you know more than me, fine. No problem. You know more. You know more. Fresh guy said we hardly get so much support for the three JPL teams from Clarendon. Veer, Chapelton. Maybe Chapelton probably get some support now because they might incorporate the something to them. Incorporate the Clarendon College supporters them. Isaac said, so of the ones talking I never leave Jamaica, but they watch English and Spain leagues every week, every game, all in the side that are bottom of the table them playing. True. That's true. Many people do that. People watch our Spanish league and they never know a commentator say, but they watch Spanish league. But I say I got still. That is it. Listen, let me tell you. Where's Jamaica? This is the truth. Let me tell you. A lot of people may know. This is the truth, people. This is the truth. We, Jamaica, we not support our one. That's say go. Giovanni said, our positive let me seek a conversation reached negatively speaking about the JPL only in Jamaica. I tell you, Giovanni, we start off with let me see and we gone all the way to this. I tell you, we love discuss the politics, man. We love the politics of football. Devin said, me not even watch CVM. Mason Mount said, we need to make the league appealing to younger audience, also military. Alright, so this is what happened. Alright, so our league is actually the youngest league. I think it's top 5 youngest league in the world. And we have the youngest team to ever win a league before. In Cavaliers the other day. Drop the link, MJ. Give me views. Oh, no, you know, I never set on the link for it in bowler comp. I never set on the link for it. I close off I know, man. Because we start discuss Lembikisa and we're gone all the way to the JPL. But I say, like, people just start coming and I say, boy, me overhype the league. I just that. So I kind of defend my case and we just go all the way on a tangent. Anyways, people, I close off a show. Look out for more shows throughout the day. Big up Jairus, long time don't see. Look out for more shows throughout the day, people. We have a discussion coming up. I think we have a discussion coming up with Omar Hutchinson. Because unfortunately, people, you know, I'm not going to say it now. Later we'll discuss it, people. Later we'll discuss it. And just don't say it don't look that good. It don't look that good, people. It don't look that good. But I hope say it's good, but at present moment, it don't look that good. And can't say me never want to. Yeah, listen up. Later we'll have a discussion, people. Later we have the discussion. Anyways, people, everybody who tuned in this morning, massive respect. 1.5 hours now I've gone on the show. Hopefully you guys are doing good. And hope that the new year are doing well so far. Before we go, people, smash the like button. 3 more persons hit 100 likes, and we're good, people. Just three people. Just do it now, people. Just do it now, please. Just 3 persons smash the like button so that I can close off. So Wolves playing later. Yeah, hopefully he play. If he plays, I'm gonna do a match reaction for it, people. If he play, I'm gonna do a match reaction. For sure. So people, only 2 people, you can't tell me. Jano, sir. One somebody hit the like button. One. Just one. Jano. Alright, people with the 100 like, people. Massive respect, people. Anyways, everyone who tuned in this morning, really appreciate it. And you know, people, you know me also, though. Oh, I have a challenge going on, people. An opportunity to win a Sub Sports grip socks, a Reggae Boy jersey, and $1,000 credit. Alright, so for those who know, who follow me on Instagram, me put out, you know, me make that say. Anyways, people, big up. Massive respect, people. Massive respect. I'll see you guys again later. think we have a discussion on Omar Hutchinson. If Lembikisa play today, we'll do a match reaction and analyzing game. Anyways, big up people. Until next time, MG Sports TV people. We are out. Boom, boom, boom.